Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Sandeep and in this video I will talk about two important time intelligence DAX functions, first non-blank and last non-blank. Both are important DAX functions, so watch the video till the end to understand how they work. Now let's start with the definitions. Here you can see the definitions for both. The first non-blank and last non-blank DAX functions is used to return the first and last value in the column for which the expression has a non-blank value. Means first non-blank DAX function will return the first value in the column for which the expression has a non-blank value, and last non-blank DAX function will return the last value in the column for which the expression has a non-blank value. Now let's understand this definition with practical. So this is the data set for first non-blank and last non-blank. So here we have four columns: date, sales, year and month. And now we will create the measure for first non-blank. So before that we will create one common measure, total sales. So this is the measure name total sales, and here we are calculating the sum of sales. Later on we will use this measure inside the first non-blank and last non-blank DAX functions. Now we will create another measure for the first non-blank. So this is the measure name FNB underscore date, and first non-blank DAX function support two argument. In first argument we pass the date column name which is coming from sales data set, and in second argument we pass the total sales measure name. And now click on commit. After that add one card visual in the report page, and we will drag FNB underscore date measure into that card visual. And you can see here it is showing 5th January 2018, because if you notice in the first non-blank first argument we pass the date column because we want to see the first non-blank date as per the sales. So if you look into the data set, for the 1st December 2017 there is no sales, and for the 5th January 2018 we have 14,000 sales. Means as per the definition of first non-blank, it will return the first value in the column for which the expression has non-blank value. So we are looking for the date where sales is not blank. So this is our first non-blank date as per the sales. So I hope you got why it is showing the 5th January 2018. And now let's understand how it works. In the backend, Power BI sorts the data based on the specified column ascending order. So here we specified the sales date column. So in backend, Power BI will sort the date ascending to descending order, and then it will return the first non-blank date. So here you can see the date is in ascending to descending order, and for the 5th January 2018 sales is 14,000. So means this is the first non-blank date as per the sales. Now let's change the scenario. Instead of date we will pass the month column name. So for that we created another measure FNB underscore month, and here we pass the DAX function name first non-blank. In first argument we pass the month column name, and in second argument we pass the total sales measure name. After that we added one more card visual, and we drag that measure into that card visual, and you can see here it is showing February. But if we look into month column, it should be written the January, because January month has first non-blank sale. 4th December month, if you look here, there is no sale, and for the January month we have 14,000 sale, so it should be written the January. But as I mentioned earlier, Power BI sort the data based on the column we specify. So here you can see, since we pass the month column, Power BI sort the data alphabetically by month name and then returns the first non-blank value which is February. So here if you sort the month column name, then you will get the actual clarity. So now Power BI sort the month name alphabetically. So December comes first, then February, and in February month we have first non-blank sale which is 13,000. So that's the reason it is returning the Feb. So I hope you understand how first non-blank DAX function works. Now let's understand the last non-blank. So everything would be the same, logic would be the same. The only difference, last non-blank DAX function will return the last value in the column for which the expression has a non-blank value. So here you can see data set is the same. We have date, sales, year and month. Now let's add one card visual in the report page, and here we created LNB underscore date measure for the last non-blank. In first argument we pass the date column name, and in second argument we pass the total sales measure. Now let's add this measure into the card visual, and it is returning 6 March 2020. So now let's understand why it returns 6 March 2020 date. If you look into the DAX code, so we are using last non-blank. So it will check the sales date column where sales has non-blank value, but it will check from the last. So in backend, first Power BI will sort the date column from ascending to descending, and then it will check from the last. So if you look into the date column, so this date column is in ascending to descending order, and in last if you see we have date 6 March 2020 where sales is not blank. So that's the reason it is returning the 6 March 2020. Now let's change the scenario. So instead of date column, we will pass the month column name, and DAX function name would be the same, last non-blank. In first argument we pass the month name, in second argument we pass the total sales measure name. And if you look at the month column, which is already in sorted order, and from the last if we check the March month as non-blank sale, so that's the reason it returns the March. In the first non-blank DAX function, we will look the first non-blank sale, and in the last non-blank DAX function, we will look the last non-blank sale. In both cases, in the backend, Power BI will sort the specified column data ascending to descending order, then it will return the result. So I hope you got the clarity how first non-blank and last non-blank DAX function works. That's all for this video. If you like the video, please like, share and comment. It really helps motivate me to create more videos. Thank you.